What is happening? No, what is happening? Oi, oi. Find Dilly in the middle. Son. Finish it. Oi, White. Go on, Danny. Sonny. Hello, everyone. My name is George Achillea. Welcome back to the channel. As you can see, I'm not in Serbia. I've got the projector behind me. I'll be doing a reaction at my dad's house. Yeah, unfortunately, I couldn't make it out there because I'm heading to Australia this Friday, so I couldn't get the flights there, come back, and then head away on Friday. So expect vlogs from out there. I'll be going to a few football games out there. I'll be hopefully going to the Sydney Spurs Supporters Club and much more. So if you want to see all that, make sure to subscribe right now. I'll give you 5 seconds to subscribe because weirdly enough, only 20% of you are actually subscribed to the channel. 80% of people watching right now aren't. So 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brilliant. Thank you. Now, if you enjoy this kind of content, make sure to give it a big fat like. But let's get on with it. Spurs are playing Red Star Belgrade for the second time in the Champions League group stage. As I'm talking to you right now, Bayern Munich are leading Olympiacos 1-0, which, to be honest, is actually good for us. We can't have Olympiacos getting ahead of us by any amount of points. Realistically, Bayern are going to come first in this group. We need to aim to get that second spot. So we need the win over Red Star, and we need Olympiacos to lose. That is probably the ideal outcome. Now, that's my thoughts before the game. Let's get into the Spurs shirt. Let's get to the reaction, and come on, you Spurs. That is much better. Let's get on into the game. Come on, you Spurs. And that is how you make a crappy home latte. I really pray that we finally get a win. I know we haven't won away in the Premier League since January, but we have won away since then in the Champions League. And to be honest, I know the fans are going to be intimidating. I've heard a lot about them. I've heard a lot about the tunnel, but we need to win. Let's go. Koi Spurs, Champions League. Here we go. Right, so we have kicked off. And yeah, Red Star in the first minute already look about 50 times better than they did in the home game. But yeah, there was a bit of confusion as to whether Dyer was going to play midfield and there was 3 at the back with Rose at the back. But even BT put it out, but it was totally wrong. By the looks of it, Dyer is starting centre back alongside Sanchez. Yeah, let's get on into the game and hopefully we'll see a goal soon. I think it's worth noting that the TV doesn't pick up any Spurs fans. It's all the home fans. So I'm jealous that I can't experience the atmosphere that's going on inside the stadium. But I'm sure we are Tottenham TV. I know the boys are out there, so definitely check out those videos of the atmosphere there. But oh man, the scenes must be brilliant. Oh, it's Sissoko looking like a footballer. Ooh, Sonny had a left-footed shot, bit of a slow one, drifted just wide, but managed to make our way forward. Weak shot, but looking quite positive, considering that a lot of fans were writing us off, given the our current situations and the atmosphere in the stadium. Oh my days! Foyth did so well initially to do a tackle, but then got stuck on the floor. Then he blocked the second one, but it crept through to their striker again. They were literally one-on-one, should have buried it any day, but Gazzaniga pulled off a great stop in front of goal, albeit it was kind of straight on, but it's good to see that did not go in because that could have easily have been 1-0 in the 23rd minute. We're putting a lot of these crosses into great areas, but the players just can't quite get their heads on it. But another corner, I think Celso seems to be pretty decent at them, a lot better than Ericsson anyway, because it actually gets past the first man. He gets it over. Oh my god! Comes out to Sissoko, and I think you can guess what happened next. I think he might land on Mars anytime soon. What a kick that was. We needed that in the Rugby World Cup final. Come on, 4-2. Out to Kane. No! Yes! No! No! Son! No! What is happening? Oh, that's a... Oh, come on. Finish it. No! What is happening? Yes! What the hell happened there? Oh my god. I'm actually like... I'm so red and out of breath. What the hell happened? Oh my... This is ridiculous. I need to see the replay. Right, Kane has a shot, gets it round, hits the post. Son for the rebound, blocked on the line. Dele Alli goes up. I think that's a penalty because he's putting behind him. Ball back over to Kane, volleys it. The Celso, no, was that Son hits the crossbar? Son of the bar, the Celso finishes it. But what? That was manic. How did Son was under the bar and it hit it somehow? No one was offside in any of that, surely, because they had like 3 players on the line. But wow, that was an insane goal. The goal stands, yes. Oh, thank God for that. Honestly, one of the craziest goals I think I've ever seen in this competition so far. Just with what I think 5 separate players had a chance on goal, and Celso ends up finishing it. His first start for Spurs with his first goal. I'm telling you, this guy is going to be something, and hopefully Eriksen's replacement. But the team are looking confident, definitely a lot more confident against Everton. And this Ndombele looks different gravy. He's even made Sissoko look like a better footballer. But what a manic goal. 1-0 Spurs, 35 minutes in. Come on, you Spurs. What do you say, is that, D?
The flip-flop?
What the flip-flop? Oh, what a crazy bit of football that was.
Did you know what? That all came from Diddle coming back in.
Oh, yeah.
All came from me.
Basically. Basically, my brother walked into the room when Red Star should have realistically scored. They were 1-on-1, and the game's been boring apart from that. So we're like, you know, leave the room and come back and let something happen. And honestly, as soon as he did that, straight away we were on the attack. So, D, walk out and come back in again. Right, go.
Oh, hi guys.
Oh, hey, how you doing? Right, hopefully. Go on, put a ball in. Want to see a goal? If this works, I swear on my life. Oh my word, we've been let off the hook yet again. Gaza coming off with an incredible save, very low at the near post to put it onto the post. And then what, they cracked the crossbar after as well? Oh my word, this game has been manic at the moment. It started off very slow, but the past 10 minutes, there have been some crazy moments. Red Star should have had 2 goals by now, but Gaza pulling off a second fantastic save. Great ball out wide by Kane to Foyth. Oh no! Foyth re-finds Kane, but he just didn't get the touch right. He just puts it out wide. All right, so first half is over. We're 1-0 up. That's where you want to be, especially since a lot of the pundits and a lot of even Spurs fans wrote us off before the start of the game because of their atmosphere and how well they did against Liverpool in their stadium last year. But to be honest with you, I think we're playing quite comfortably. Happy that Celso's got a goal on his starting debut, but I'm going to hand you over to my brother and my dad and see what they make of the game.
G'day, internet people.
Alright, laser beam. Right, D, what do you make of that first half of what you saw?
It was absolute madness, and apparently it was boring before that. So, I'm lucky charm.
He is indeed. It's worth noting that he was doing his homework like a good boy beforehand, and when he walked in, we scored. So we'll take that. And Dad, what do you make of that?
We look fairly in control. I mean, they are a poor team. I would like to see Harry Kane more in the game. I do feel there are more goals in this game. Hopefully, they come to us. Go you Spurs.
Okay, so we have kicked off for the second half. Hopefully we see a lot more goals, because I've said this plenty of times on this channel, and if you're new, maybe you haven't heard this, and also if you are new, make sure to subscribe below and like this video for Spurs winning at halftime. But you wouldn't have heard me say that I am never happy with a 1-0 lead. I think being very defensive after being 1-0 up can cause a lot of issues. You're going to make a mistake somewhere and they could easily come back and score a goal and even take a winner. It's happened to us way too many times recently, so I think we need to go for the jugular, get the second, get the third, just finish them off totally and enjoy the rest of the game. Come on, you Spurs. Let's see some more. Oh, no. Oh, thank God they're rubbish. Oh, thank goodness they're rubbish. Honestly, I've been bigging up Ndombele, but like this whole game and any time before that. But he just made a huge mistake. Turned, was it Marco Marin, nearly got away with it. And then when he decided to pass it back to Dyer, decided to do the very slightest pass back. So he passed it straight to their forward. And, luckily their player is absolutely trash and decides to kick it off. Look, Marin is fuming. We're teetering on the edge in this game, and I think we definitely need to get that second very soon, because that's a huge mistake from Ndombele. Go on, Ndombele, he's driving forward. Oi, find Dele in the middle. Son, finish it! Yeah, Sonny! Get him, my boy! As I was just saying, that was class. Come on. Where were you? You're supposed to run in before we score. But what a break that was. Ndombele literally carving open the defense by running towards the right side of the pitch, using his strength to get past their player, and an instant ball into the middle to Dele. Dele, easy assist for Son, and what a finish by Sonny. Oh, that's the kind of football we like to see. And this is what I was saying before the game. These attacking players, I want to see week in, week out, because the creativity and the strength that players like Ndombele, Lo Celso, Dele, Son, and then Kane up top, and then obviously the pure brute strength of Sissoko in the middle. It is working very, very well this game. So happy with 2-0 up. Let's keep going. Let's get another, and come on, you Spurs. Oh, yeah, White. Go on, Danny. Oh, Sonny! Yes! Sonny with his second of the game. 3-0 Spurs, 60th minutes in. This is what I'm talking about, man. We needed to take this lead. What a link up there between Kane. Danny puts it across goal beautifully to an open Heung-Min Son, who finishes it off, making it 3-0 with still half an hour to go. Come on, we can demolish this team, man. This is what I'm saying, boy. These attackers are beautiful. Nice one, Sonny. Nice one, Son. Nice one, Sonny. Let's have another one. All right, any hat-trick inbound? Because normally when he's on 2, Pochettino takes him off so he doesn't get it. Clearly, there must be something in his contract saying he gets a bonus with a hat-trick. But, you know, obviously balling. Oh! Oh! Eriksen just went out wide right. Managed to get the ball back with a great through ball. Puts it across goal. Kane has a shot and it's just wide of the post. If you're watching this bit right now, make sure to leave a like on the video if you want to see Ndombele starting every single game. If you want to see Son starting every single game, make sure to smash that like button and click subscribe because more high quality content is coming soon. And it's going to be over in Australasia, where I'm going to Sydney in Australia for the next 2 weeks. So expect some amazing content out there, and leave some suggestions down below of what I should do, what things you want to see. And hopefully we'll see Spurs finish this game now. And just like I made that point earlier, Son has been taken off when he's got a brace and not got the hat-trick. I'm telling you, there must be something in his contract where he gets a fat bonus for a hat-trick, because he never seems to get one for Spurs. But what's great to see is Sessegnon is about to get at least 15 minutes of game time on the pitch, easing him way in like we did with Lo Celso. So it'd be good to see what he can do from an attacking perspective today. And also it's worth noting that this is the first time that all 3 of our new signings, Ndombele, Lo Celso and Sessegnon, are on the pitch at the same time. This will be interesting to see how all 3 of them link up in the midfield. How's that gone in? What on earth? Sessegnon on his Champions League debut actually gets an assist for Eriksen. Oh, I don't even know what happened there, but Sessegnon did so well to go to the byline, cut the ball across to Eriksen, who has a bit of a scuffed shot, hits his leg and deflects and goes into the bottom corner. And that is Spurs 4-0 with just under 10 minutes to go. So that is it. The game has finished 4-0. Dad, I think I should probably stop going to away games. I seem to have broken the curse by staying at home for this one. But yeah, very easy win. Great to see some of these players scoring and assisting. But let's go on to the proper analysis. Okay, so analysing that game, a lot of positives to take for once, which we haven't seen for quite a while for Spurs fans. But, well, basically since we played them at home. Winning like that, keeping a clean sheet away from home, which we haven't done in God knows how long, has got to be a big confidence boost going into Sheffield at home this weekend. But just going through the team, I think Gaza, for what he had to do, had a great game, pulled off 2 great saves when realistically they should have scored twice in that first half. So massive credit to him for doing that. Is he in contention to be our starting goalkeeper when Lloris is back and fit? Because at the moment he's pulling off great saves and doing very well, especially with the ball at his feet. Now the defence is obviously a tricky one. I mean, you can easily argue statistically that was a clean sheet. They did well. But when you really break down their chances, Red Star aren't an amazing team. They're not great. And the 3 very clear chances that they had to score, and realistically should have scored at least 2 of them, all of them came down the middle through Sanchez and Dyer. Okay, one of them, Ndombele, gave them the ball. So that was partially his fault. However, I remember this first one specifically was a bit of a scuffle, not great defending from Sanchez and Dyer. So it's a big question coming up to the weekend. Do you keep the 2? Because yes, they kept a clean sheet. However, if you had a top tier side have those chances that Red Star had, would they have buried them all day long? I think they would have done. So you kind of got a question as to whether those 2 are the pairing that you need. Comment down below what you guys think. Same with Rose and Foyth. They haven't been tested properly defensively today, so it's hard to judge them on that. Going forward, I think they did very well. Foyth clearly linked up quite well with Lo Celso on the right-hand side, given that Argentinian link-up, passing the ball well between each other, and Rose obviously providing the assist for Sonny's second goal. Rose has been out of form recently, and a lot of fans don't know whether to trust Foyth Foyth at right back, but in my opinion, I think Foyth needs to start at right back. But Davis seems to be our first choice left back at the moment, so I reckon he will start at the weekend. Now, moving on to the midfielders and forwards. Let's see if you agree with me here. I think Ndombele had another blinder today. Some of his passes were great. He was obviously very strong for one of the goals where he passed it into Dele and then Dele through to Son, where he managed to get his first goal, make it 2-0 to Spurs. I think he did great. Obviously, he had one major cock-up where they were through on goal, but luckily nothing happened of that. And to be honest with you, Sissoko looked like a footballer today. I don't know about you guys, but I was very impressed with him. Celso, starting debut for Spurs, bags a goal in what was a manic few seconds for Spurs. So massive shout out to him. My Giovanni Lo Celso getting his first goal. Congratulations, bro. Dele Alli, I think, had a great game. His runs were superb. And then obviously Heung-Min Son, the boy, one of my favourite players at Spurs, bagging a brace and coming off and just cannot get a hat-trick at Spurs. Always been taken off when this happens. And again, Kane, I felt like didn't really get into the game as much. Obviously had a couple of shots, a couple of passes in. Didn't look good, but obviously you can see right towards the end he was trying to fight for that goal. And in terms of subs, great to see Sessegnon get on and get an assist for Eriksen. And as much as Eriksen we've been slagging off, he did manage to get his goal. Whether it was a fluke or not, I don't know. You call that down in the comments below. Great to see him get on the score sheet. I think that will do wonders for his confidence. All in all, I think the team did brilliantly today, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they'll do at the weekend. Unfortunately, I'll be on a flight to Sheffield, so I don't know if we'll be able to get a video out for that, but plenty more to come in Australia. So leave a comment down below what you'd like me to do, and also make sure to subscribe, stick around, plenty of amazing content coming out, and like the video if you enjoyed. And yeah, just let me know what you thought of this analysis of the game, if you think I'm right. If not, argue with me. This is a debate at the end of the day. I want to see all those comments. I will be replying to all of them. And last but not least, come on you Spurs.
No, there ain't no stopping us. Fly without boarding pass. Couldn't catch me, I'll be moving fast. Call me a shooting star.